Hi, it's Kristen again with ministrytochildren.com. Today's topic is faith. And faith can be one of those somewhat challenging topics to discuss with young children because honestly, it's a bit nebulous. It's not very tangible or visible. It's something that you have to kind of understand, but you can't really point your finger at it or put your finger on it. So we're going to use a little bit of an object demonstration today to discuss a little bit about faith. And what we really want to emphasize is the fact that faith is objective rather than subjective. That is, it's not about us, and it's not about us doing something special or having something special, but it's about God. The important part of faith is what we put our faith in, which should be God if it's the right thing. So for this little experiment, educative experience, we are going to need some baking soda. This is your faith. You need some baking soda, and you will also need a glass with some regular water, and you will need a glass or perhaps a larger container with some vinegar. Now make sure that you know which one is which for this experiment. Always take a whiff, then you can definitely tell which one is the vinegar. So make sure that you also have plenty of space in the jar that has the vinegar. You will see why if you cannot guess already. So, hi kids! So I want to talk today about a very important topic. It's something called faith. Do you know what faith is? Have you ever heard of faith before? What could it be? Well, the Bible tells us that faith is hope and assurance, and it's believing in something that you can't quite see. So it's something that really should be a happy comforter to us to have faith, but it's interesting because the important thing for us to know about faith is that faith has to depend on what we put our faith in. So what do you think, guys? Do you think that it's more important to have a lot of faith, or do you think it's more important to have faith in something that's real? Think about that. If faith is something you can't see, then should it depend on what that faith is in, or should it depend on me? What do you think? It's kind of tricky. Well, let me show you something. So, let's say that this is our faith. It's not very big. It doesn't look that fancy, but let's say that this is our faith. And let's say that I want to have faith that there are purple unicorns running around the neighborhood. And I want to let everybody know that there's purple unicorns and that that's a real thing, and that's a big thing, and that's an important thing. I want to tell everybody about these purple unicorns. Well, if I have faith and I really, really believe that there's purple unicorns, does that make the purple unicorns appear? I don't know. So let's say that this is my faith, and this is what I'm putting my faith into. It's the purple unicorns. So maybe I have a lot of faith, I think, in those purple unicorns. Well, that doesn't really do much. It kind of just, it sort of falls flat. It sort of just looks cloudy. There go my purple unicorns. So if you have faith in something, if it's something that's not really real, it's kind of not great to have faith in something that's not actually worthy of that trust and that faith. But let's say that I have faith in God. Well, if I have faith in God, if God is real and God is worth my faith, then that should make something happen. So let's say this is what I'm putting my faith into. I'm putting my faith into something that's a little bit more real than purple unicorns. Well, here's my faith. Now, it really, do you see what's happening there? Well, that's kind of cool. It's making something happen. And it really didn't even take that much faith to make some pretty amazing things happen and react. It only took a little bit for those awesome bubbles to form. So, in our Bible lessons today, we talked a little about faith. And the Bible talks a lot about faith. Now, if you heard the letter that Paul was writing to his friend Timothy, he was talking about how his mom and his grandma had passed on some faith to him and taught him about God and gave him some tools to help him have better faith. If you were listening to the gospel, some people were asking Jesus about faith and saying, well, how can I get better faith? Can I exercise it? Can I do some special stretches and some special workouts to make that faith stronger? How can I have a stronger faith? And Jesus told those people, you really just need a little bit of faith. Your faith only needs to be as big as a teeny tiny seed for God to do amazing things. Because guess what? Our faith does not depend on us, but it depends on what we're putting our faith into. So we don't have to have a huge, super strong, great, amazing, fantastic faith. We just have to have a little bit of faith, and we have to be putting that faith in the right thing. If we're putting our faith in God, who is real, who is present, who is amazing, who has done amazing things for us, well, then we're putting our faith into something that can do amazing things. So we just need a little bit to meet halfway, not really even halfway. We just need a little bit of faith to understand, to believe, and to trust what God has already done. He's already provided Jesus for us. He's already covered us with everything that we need. So our faith just has to trust that our God is big enough to meet those needs. And the other cool thing about faith is that it takes a little bit, and we can also tell others about it. So just like Timothy's mom and grandma told him about how God was real, if we share that with others, and if we tell other people about how amazing God is, well, then it really just takes a little bit, and it creates this great reaction. So we can tell other people about how awesome God is, and we can get them excited and fired up too. And through that, the Holy Spirit will do his work to make it something that other people can get excited about as well. So it doesn't take much on our part. It's all about God. God's doing the work. And all we have to do is trust and know and spread the word with one another. So that's a really awesome opportunity that we have. Will you say a prayer with me, and we can thank God for being worthy of our faith, and we can ask him for help when sometimes it's even harder than other times to really believe and trust that he will do what he says. So let's say a prayer, shall we? Dear God, thank you for your words. Thank you for your truth. Thank you for being worthy of trust and of our faith. And help us to have faith, even when sometimes it's hard. Thank you for Jesus. In his name, amen. Have fun. Go spread that faith and make disciples.